We just bought the cheapest Porsche Cayenne S in the USA. So you ever wanted to get into a Porsche for less than 10 grand? We're gonna show you what it's all about. Now, did I make a huge mistake? Is this gonna be a boom or a doom? We're gonna find out. So let's talk about this Porsche Cayenne that we got right here in the shop. Now, Porsches, they're expensive. You want to get one, it might be $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, maybe even $100,000. Well, this one was super cheap, less than $10,000. We picked up this Cayenne S for $8,000, and it's got 200,000 miles and is thoroughly used. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. This is going to be a great project that we're going to do a lot of cool stuff on. So let's talk about why I wanted a Porsche Cayenne. So if you guys follow our channel, I used to have a Mercedes SL55 AMG, amazing car, crazy fast Autobahn machine. But I got a family, I got a wife, I got a son. I need something to carry everybody around, plus my 2 wiener dogs. And one of those wieners is super big. So if you got a big wiener, you got to shove them in a bigger car. So we're going to put it in the Cayenne and drive it around and have a good time. So why did I want this Cayenne? We looked for a while. Why did I want this specific one? So if you guys know, I wanted a SUV or some type of off-road vehicle that could actually just do stuff and could actually be beat on. I love to have daily driver cars to actually drive. If you guys know me, I drive a lot and I push cars to the limit, not just in a track or a race car way, but in a daily driving experience, going over bumps, shopping centers, off-roading, long road trips, all that stuff. I like to put cars to the limit. So we wanted to get a car that we could really do that with. And a Cayenne is a great choice for that. These cars have depreciated crazy amounts. This one was about an $80,000 car new. And now we took a bunch of zeros off that and we got it down to under $10,000. So which is pretty cool, $8,000 for this amazing car. Now, this one is a Cayenne S with the 4.8 liter V8, naturally aspirated. Now we're in 2024 and everything has a turbocharger. So what's a better way to enjoy a vehicle than ditch out the turbo and enjoy that natural, just V8 muscle under the hood? I believe the new Cayennes also come with a V8. It's twin turbo, but this one, big, naturally aspirated, sounds amazing. And on these cars, there's really not much that can break. There's no turbos, there's a V8 engine, good transmission. Transmission's also in a lot of cars. So this thing is a great option to have around. And plus it looks new. This is 2013, but people often think that it's an 18 or a 19 because the Cayennes all look the same from such a long period of time. I actually think this looks better than the new ones. The new one has like a weird light bar in the back. This one just looks good. So what is my first impressions of the Cayenne? First of all, the size. I like the size. If you guys take a look at how big this is, it's actually not that big, but it's bigger than a car. It's kind of like a big station wagon, which I kind of like. It's a good height too. It's not too tall, it's not too small, it's not too short. It seems like it's a good balance. Maybe Porsche knew what they were doing when they designed this vehicle. Now, something about this is the off-road capabilities. Now, I actually looked into a few other vehicles, 4Runner, BMW X5, Land Rover. These are all crazy cars that you can get super duper cheap. But the ones like Toyota and the, I guess, more reliable vehicles, those are really expensive. To get into a 4Runner, it's over $15,000. This one was half the cost. I could have bought 2 of these for the price of one a 4Runner, so why not buy the Porsche? This thing actually has off-road modes, 4-wheel drive. It has a locking center differential, which is pretty cool, and it just has great off-road capabilities. Now, this car, let's talk about the good first, is fast. Autobahn burner. The guy who owned this before me babied the vehicle. He drove me around in it. He babied it so much that when I first got this thing, I just floored it in redline because this thing sounds amazing. It literally sounded like a crazy German warhead just yelling at you from the engine bay. It was crazy cool. Now this thing, I really like because it actually has the smaller wheel and tire package. So it's actually the basic more package. And this is not painted. It's actually like plastic. So that means I can off-road it more. It's easier to take care of. The paint on this car is in great condition. 200,000 miles, is 10 years old, over 10 years old, and the paint is still looking fantastic. And that's why we wanted to buy it, because we're going to detail this whole thing start to finish. So what is dirty on it? The engine bay is filthy dirty. We need to clean that. It's actually never been cleaned in its whole entire life, the owner said. And the previous owner had this from 40,000 all the way to 200,000. Now it's 203,000 miles on the clock. So the engine bay really needs to be cleaned. The wheels are filthy dirty. Now these wheels are developing a lot of brake dust, and Porsche is known for really aggressive brake pads. So the brake dust is super bad, and we're gonna show you how to clean that off. The next thing is the interior is super clean. If you look around this interior, amazingly clean interior. It has like minimal wear, has great window tint. It also has these soccer mom drip rails, which I'm gonna end up ripping off, and I already started to rip those off, and that's gonna look a lot better. And it has great window tint. This seems like a really good buy and a great off-road family hauler. But let's talk about the bad, because there's always bad stuff on this one. So the bad, right off the bat, I did notice a couple things. There's a few random dents, but that's just normal wear and tear, a few door dings. Nothing too bad. We'll probably PDR those out. I noticed that a kid got a little aggressive with one of the grab handles and ripped it off. We fixed that at a cost of $0 already with just a screwdriver. So that was an easy fix. Under the hood, needs a tune-up. Obviously, the person driving it before was driving a lot, so it needs spark plugs, air filters, just some basic tune-ups. So we're going to do that, and we're going to change all the fluid because there's a little bit of transmission glitch when going into reverse. When it goes into reverse, it kind of shudders a little bit. Now, that might be because the previous owner didn't drive it like a Porsche. This is a German car. These cars like to go fast. They like to be floored. They like to go on the Autobahn. They like to rev it up. And if you don't do that, it's going to leave the car a little sluggish feeling. But already in the 100 miles that I've owned this, I've just been flooring it everywhere, and it's now driving pretty good. So we're going to give it the good old Italian tune-up on this German Autobahn burner. Now, a couple of other things. The door, one of the doors just doesn't lock. We've already solved that with a door actuator. We're going to fix that. And this thing is going to be ready to go. And then we're just going to detail it and clean it. And this is a great car for you guys, because we're going to show you what a 200,000 mile car is like. It feels rough. You guys hear that? Super rough. It needs clay bar. It needs washing. It needs deep cleaning. It needs leather care. But this is all easy stuff that you could do. So we're going to do it right here at Masters' Car Care, guys. So we're really excited to do this. If everything sorts out, we want to maybe put a lift kit on it, do some off-roading. We are really going to push this thing to the limit, and I'm really excited to have this in the shop, guys. So if you guys want to follow more detailing videos on our cheap Cayenne, just give us a subscribe, smash that like button, make sure you subscribe us, because we want to show you what the cheapest Cayenne is like to live with and to detail what it really looks like. I actually think this is a great deal, even if it was the cheapest one at $8,000. This was the cheapest one listed in the USA with a V8 engine, naturally aspirated, 2013 second generation model. So this is going to be a really cool experiment and a cool thing to show you guys. Just remember, subscribe, give us a like, enjoy our videos. We're going to start detailing it today, and follow us along for more interesting tips on our Cayenne, guys. So I'm Greg. We'll see you on the next one, and we'll find out, is this Cayenne a boom or is it a doom, guys? We'll see you on the next one.